Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to Minecraft 1.17. This time we are going to be working more on the Guardian farm. And just let me get my stuff squared away on this side and let's hop into the server. I think somebody's already on. Or somebody was on a minute ago. I guess maybe they just left. Alright, so first, what the heck is that noise? There's a lot of shooting going on. I think what we need to do currently is build the glass walls up a little bit. So we're smelting some glass now. If I leave though, isn't this area going to be unloaded? It's times like this I wish I knew how to set up a chunk loader. Isn't it like a circle of hoppers going into each other? I don't think I have the iron for that, actually. So, maybe never mind. But let's go back and get a bunch more sand. And come to think of it, there's a few other things we're going to need. So we'll stop by home base, drop off these ender pearls that I got last time. And then go gather a bunch of sand on the way back. And we'll see how much infrastructure we can build with that. And at some point we're going to need to collect a whole bunch of nether sand as well. We might explore around the portal in order to just find a local deposit of that. I know there are some deposits closer to home, but they shouldn't be that uncommon, so we can probably just find a new one. So, I do kind of want to put soul sand just down in that path so that it's faster to run across. Just this whole pathway. Maybe I'll see how much soul sand we just have and just grab all of it. There's soul sand here. I'll take this. I just assume that if people are leaving stuff in here, that they just don't want it. So, I'll take it. There's a bunch of things here I can use later for all sorts of stuff. So if nobody wants this, then yeah. I don't really need the iron soul speed. I understand why they left that. Fire charge? Sure. Soul speed 2? We can get soul speed 3. Like, the iron boots with soul speed and the lower level book enchants are actually pretty worthless at this point. But everything else, it's like, why wouldn't you take this? It can be situationally useful, and you paid for it with gold, so I mean, why not? So we're gonna need to collect, I think, the sponge at least. That's the main thing I kind of wanted to come back for. Gravel goes in here. And what other things do we have? We have stones that don't have a chest, as well as a little bit more gravel. Quartz has a chest. Most of the rest of this does not have any particular chest, though. So we'll just come dump it somewhere. I'm not going to be too particular about sorting all of these things. I can deal with it some other time. Okay, do we have other soul sand here? Yes. At least a little bit. Ah, a little bit more. Okay, now this is starting to look good. Where did I put those sponges? Ah, here they are. What else do we need? We need... Am I gonna... Oh, I mean, at some point I am gonna have to move some other things here, so let's go ahead and do that. I've got iron. Is there unsmelted iron? Nope. This is just all the iron I have. Nothing in the furnaces? No, there wouldn't, because we just smelted a bunch of glass. Which there is some more of, so I'll just go ahead and take that. I am gonna need... Not bars. Not pressure plates. Wait, how do I make... Oh, trapdoors are like that. I think we need 4 of these, if I recall correctly. And we're gonna need some levers. Let's just take a stack of cobble and a stack of wooden logs, which I can go grab from elsewhere. Just because I'm gonna want to have a bunch of just wood and stone around. Just because they're generally handy building materials. In particular, I want to be able to make a couple levers, but I figure why not bring well in excess of what I need in order to deal with things I don't know about. I will need some signs. How many signs am I going to need? I think actually 12 signs. And a bunch of torches. Yeah, because we're going to need a 2x2x3 pool of lava. Or no, actually, we're going to need a ton of signs. Come to think of it. And if I want them all to match, I'll just make them all out of dark oak, because that's what I've got a lot of wood of. So actually, no. We'll just leave those signs there. But I'll take a bunch of torches. Do we need any of the rest of this? Not that I know of right now. Stack of logs. We'll take that, though. Okay, that's probably good. What other things did I need? Did I need anything else out of iron? I want to grab some buckets. There were some in the nether chest. Just can't think of anything right now. So we'll put this iron away in case I need it. It might be handy to bring some redstone. I will go ahead and bring some redstone. I don't know for sure what I'll need it for, because I intend to use levers instead of blocks in order to power the couple of trapdoors that need to be powered. But just in case, we'll bring it. Okay, that's all I can really think of from around here. So we'll head into the nether. Let's see, which way is it? Actually, it's just down there, right? So this is an equally easy way for us to run. Where was that staircase? Here. Make sure soul sand's on the hot bar. Just because we'll want to build with it later. Does soul sand have gravity? No. Okay, that's good to know. So once we have an inventory full of regular sand, then we can just go. And then we'll start building. Be nice if it was a little faster to be able to get back and forth from the desert. I wonder if it would be a good idea. Let's see, so the sand is south. We'll bear that in mind. The desert is south and a little bit west of Rusty's portal. So when we get back into the nether, let's check what direction that is. Because maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go ahead and build a nether portal in the desert. And then a road to it. Just to save a little bit of transit time. Make things a bit cleaner. I can't wait until, like, most of this desert is cleared out of just loose sand. I think it's fun to just have a desert with no sand in it. This is where the barrier goes. With this super powerful shovel, I have to be really careful about accidentally digging into the water. I'm trying to dig every sand block I can without pouring loads of water in. But that does require some precision work. And I also don't want to take this dirt either. Oh, coal. I wonder if I should take that. It's not much, but could be used for smelting. I don't know if it's worth the extra slot, though, for a few coal. Like, it's probably worth just bringing a whole nother stack of sand. I've probably already brought enough coal. Maybe I'll just deposit this in the chest now that I've gathered it. And then we can gather it back in future, or somebody else can if they stumble by here. If Rusty comes out sometime and sees that he doesn't have any desert remaining, it can be a bit of a consolation prize. There's no desert here, but we've went ahead and gathered some of the resources that were out there and left a bit of it for you. Most of it was taken, but that's just the price. It's the most expensive work contract ever. We'll dig up your entire area without your permission. We'll take 90% of the resources and leave you with the things that we can't be bothered to take away as payment. Efficiency 5 netherite shovels really chew through sand. They're already almost full. I haven't even reached the chest yet. Also, is there an underground cave or something? I hear monsters. But they must be underground. Oh, and that's where we're full. But if we dump this coal off, and these couple random sticks, and 3 cactus? Actually, that's a few inventory slots. I did not realize I'd pick those things up. The cactus should have made sense, but the sticks were a complete surprise. Okay, is that full? That's pretty darn close. I'm only missing a couple pieces of sand. But my OCD gets me, because then it's like, no, I want all the sand. And then I have too much. Okay, now we're good. Now let's add some soul sand to the highway leading there. If I can jump out of this without breaking anything. Maybe we need to dig an easier access. Oh no. There was sand left behind. It's fine. I have to discipline myself to leave it. There's plenty more where that came from. Oh yeah, Sam just got off. He was the one who was on. That's alright, we can just focus on... Oh, there's more coal. But this is really in Rusty's base. I wouldn't want to dig that. Although, it is weird to me to see such an easily accessible, underused deposit. Alright, so south and a little bit west. Where is that in the nether? I'm not sure exactly how far the desert is either. South and a little bit west. It's like this way. It's actually a bit closer. No, wait. This is the back end of his portal. It's a little bit farther in the Crimson. Oh, no, wait. This is the back end. Gosh, I get so confused. Oh, that's the way back. Okay, so... Ah! Run from the Hoglin. So yeah, technically it is a bit closer. Although I don't know that that would save us much. You can't make, like, soul sand stairs or anything, right? For some fast method of moving up and down. Does soul sand and magma blocks generate bubbles and lava streams as well? If you had fire resistance to traverse it? No, you can make a campfire and torches. That's all you can make. Whoa. Okay, apparently the diagonal is enough. Let me get my blocks in my offhand. And then I can pick and place like that. Oh no, only went one too far. I do wish that it didn't make the camera go funny. That's a bit awkward. Oop. Take that back. I'm trying to be efficient and use only the blocks that are absolutely necessary. No. We have a little bit of cobble, so I can nerd pole back up like that. It's times like this I actually wish I... Oh, come on. I wish I had a less powerful pickaxe, so I wasn't quite as destructive with every swing. Let's just go ahead and break a bunch of these all in one go. I literally just have to click in order to break the block. I don't have to hold it at all for netherrack. In fact, even if I'm a little slow on clicking, it'll still break the block. And accidentally break an extra block on top of it. So with this, now we can run super fast along the diagonal. That's good. Whoa, God. And when I sprint, it is absolutely ridiculous. This Soul Speed 3 is a lot. I've never actually used Soul Speed 3 like this for traversal of anything before. It's kind of crazy. Oh my, and my FOV just goes crazy. I think it's because my FOV is already pretty high. I'm gonna need to, like, sneak so that I don't go just wild on this path. Nope, stop placing soul sand down there. I want these back, thank you. Of course, this is going to be a bit of a pain when it comes to this bridge. This is going to be very dangerous. But worth it for the speedy run back and forth. I'm not going to worry about getting the nether quartz just now. Because I don't have the inventory for the quartz itself. I cannot wait to see how fast I can just blitz down this path when I eventually have to come back. I think it's probably also good just to be shifting here, just in case. Because I would not want to accidentally fall off. I guess in this particular stretch it's not as important, but when I get a little further up ahead and I get to the big lava bridge, it's going to be very important. Ow! So apparently he can shoot me from just through that little gap. That's good to know. Are they still, like, aggroed on me through the rocks? Because they sound angry, but they are out there. Seems like it. I don't have a bow on me, do I? That is unfortunate. I'll have to be really careful here, because I don't want them... Since they can actually shoot me, apparently. I really don't want them doing that while I'm building. Oh, and I'm out of soul sand. So, I'll have to finish making this walkway later. Perhaps I can come back with some soul sand, since I intend on searching for some for the monument anyway. I can use the excess to build a way back. Of course, I am making the soul sand path absolutely unbearable for anybody who doesn't have soul speed. So maybe we'll come back later and spruce it up a bit, make it so that there are adjacent paths with and without soul sand, so you can run on whichever side's fastest for you. We could even potentially bolster the soul speed part by having, oh, what's it called? Blue ice. I'm not entirely sure how to set that up, but I gather that blue ice in combination... Hello. With soul sand can make much faster pathways. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tools I don't need in here. I don't need an axe. Oh, I should have brought a hoe. Dang, that was something I forgot. Oh well. I can put my shield back on. Unless... Does that count for armor when it comes to invisibility potions? I am not sure. Oh, maybe I'll take the axe. The main thing is the armor. I want my helmet. Actually, maybe I just have enough slots to leave my stuff on me, just in case I need to put it on an emergency basis. Oh, I can deposit some of this stuff, though. Redstone, iron trapdoor, the nether blocks I picked up and didn't really need, wood. Sponges I'll come back for if and when I need them. Cobblestone can be deposited. So I mostly just have sand and glass on me. And I'll take as much of the glass as is finished cooking. Also, I thought I just loaded these up with sand, but apparently not. That's weird. And then if we've got more sand than fits into the furnaces currently, it's okay. I will go ahead and take that, and maybe we can start blocking out the areas that we're going to drain. Okay, Potion of Invis, Night Vision, Water Breathing. Night Vision, Invis, Water Breathing. Invis, Water Breathing, Night Vision. Water Breathing, Night Vision, Invisibility. So we'll quickly drink these. And then dump off the bottles anywhere. And grab these blocks. Okay. Let's jump out and start building them. And if we ever get in trouble, we'll just emergency put armor on. I would like some actual building blocks, though, I just realized. I'm wasting a bit of time here, but I would like to be able to mark out the dimensions of where the interior wall goes. Give me some cobble. Okay. Oh no, I swam too close. Hopefully it was quick and he didn't see me. Okay, let's figure out where this interior wall is going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 16th block is glass. So I'm not going to count it out here too much. I mean, I guess I could count it here. So it'd be 15 in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16 is the wall. So that's where that inner wall comes to. And then over here, we can count from this one. 1, 2, 2. The kelp is in the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we count the other way. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then this is where the wall goes. And then we just have to make these join up. And then we'll have the outlines for the interior wall. And after that, I'd want to bring the corners down and figure out what the projection of this is onto the top of the temple. Because then we can kind of sort out what is the interior and exterior of the temple. Or, that is to say, we can figure out what part needs to be drained and what part doesn't. Because the inside of the temple is already drained, so I want to work with that. I don't want to, like, accidentally fill up the temple that's already been drained by mowing it down. So we need to figure out what places we can and cannot dig and drain the top part first. And get rid of all this annoying kelp. There, that looks lined up. I will need to repair this shovel soon. Maybe it's actually a good idea to put the shovel in my shield slot, just in case I earn any XP. Because then it will help to repair my shovel. Okay, let's build the corners down now. Nope. It's a good thing I have Silk Touch to be able to pick this back up. Okay, so one part of the wall comes there. Another bit comes there. How much time do I have? 2 more minutes before re-upping. Okay. 2 more minutes should be able to get a substantial amount done. Have it there. It is a little annoying that all these, like, little bits and pieces are right where our 16 block radius falls. Okay, how much glass do we have? Oh, plenty. Alright, let's start laying out the bottom here, then. I like having the outline of where we need to build be built up. Because then it just makes it very clear what exactly we're doing. I'll worry about coming back for these little blocks here and there in a bit. Let's just put down a layer of glass to begin with. And then eventually, when this area is prepared, we'll need to put down the sand. Nope. Well, that accidentally let some water into the temple. But no source blocks, so the damage is minimal. Oh, no, no. He's aggroed. Break line of sight. Is he still on me? I forget that they can. Oh, crap. I think my time is up. That's why he saw me. Okay. I'm good now. I just have to be careful. Next time my time runs out, I need to be back home because I'm out of potion. I need to go restock. I should stay eating and keep my health up to full. Or else that's going to be very bad when that eventually runs out. I nearly died there. Granted, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. I could get back fast. And we have some more backup potions that I could use in order to reclaim my stuff. But with all this expensive gear on me, I just don't want to risk it. Okay, we now have an outline all the way across. So now we can just work on filling up these interior walls. Oof. I got real close to him there. I'm glad he didn't see me. And we are still wearing a helmet in order to get the Aqua Affinity buff. So the invisibility is not perfect. Go away! Don't come towards me. That made me nervous. He was like beelining for us. Alright. Sands now. I'm out of glass, but before I go back, because we have 5 more minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start placing down sand. I guess I can come up to the surface and just place it this way. Although, is it faster to just place it down here? Yeah, it probably is a bit. We want to make like little 4x4 areas out of the sand in order to drain. We'll just start by laying down strips of the sand, and then worry about the details later. At least the sand seems to break the plant life when it's placed on it. That makes it a little bit easier to work than the glass. And we'll only go as far as the glass walls. Nope, that was in the wrong spot. How much time do we have? 3 minutes. Time really flies. Nope. I wonder what it would take to drain the bit directly above the temple. to make for an easy access back. You know what, I'm just going to build sand here because it's easier. Or maybe I will do this. Thing is, I make more mistakes if I'm down here, like manually trying to place the sand. And there is something to be said for the consistency of just continuously dropping it. That consistency of continuously dropping it and not making any mistakes might actually end up being faster in the long run. Two more minutes. And I need to factor in the time it takes me to swim back around to the underside of the temple. If only I could use an auto-clicker or something to speed up the block placing process. But I don't really think that's the limitation. One more minute. So an extra row of sand is also going to go here. And 2, 3, 4 here. Yeah. Just building a couple of markers for later. 3, 4, and another one here. Okay, we have 30 seconds. Let's swim back. I don't want to push it any further than that. There's a lot of guardians piling up. Oh, we're actually... Our little hole here is right next to the front of the temple. That's good to know. I've never actually looked behind. Man, we are pretty much out. We'll go place all of the glass we have and the remaining sand. And then I guess it's off to the desert to get more. Almost out of coal as well. Okay, water bottles can go back in here. Kelp can go in here. Oh, I don't actually need to hold all these torches on me. Oh, now he's attacking. They weren't attacking before. Why are they attacking now? Go away! Ow! That hurts when you're not wearing armor. It didn't seem like they were aggroed on us when we first came in here. What suddenly changed? Oh, hello. Guardians are a little bit weird. They do hit hard, and, you know, they can be difficult to fight in the water, but at this point, with a lot of the water being drained and stuff, and using invisibility potions, and the big thing is, in order to damage you, they need direct line of sight continuously over a period of time. And if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to keep breaking that line of sight and preventing them from being able to damage you. So to the uninitiated, they're difficult. To the experienced player, they're just really annoying. But they do hit hard. So they could be dangerous if you're not paying attention or if you allow yourself to get caught off guard. For the most part, I have just avoid dealing with these guys because they're annoying by using invisibility potions. Which I need to take a couple of now, along with water breathing and night vision. Do I have enough of those? I think I'm just about out of night vision. Yeah, I'm almost out of night vision, which is not great. Okay, potions have been re-upped. Let's get back out there and build some more of the glass walls. What? Oh no! I forgot I'm still wearing my armor, so my invisibility potion did nothing. Oh my god, there's a lot of them here. Even with an invisibility potion, I probably don't want to be swimming through the thick of that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to focusing on the exterior wall. What is the play here? This is the base. So the glass wall is going to have to continue to here. And then it goes one... It needs to go down to Y30. Which is where I'm standing. Which is about the floor. Although we're above a ravine. Which is interesting. But this is the level to which the glass wall is going to have to go on the inside. That's worth noting. Especially for when we drain this. I guess I'll deal with it more when we're in a position to drain, and I'll just focus on building up the upper parts of the walls. Yeah, in theory, I should be okay without my armor as long as I have the invisibility potion. I need to be very careful, though, because if the invisibility potion runs out, these guys will hit very hard when I'm not wearing my armor. So I either need to drink another invisibility potion quickly, or I can also just throw my armor on. Because with my armor, these guys don't hit terribly hard. Like, my armor's really, really good. So even with as much damage as these guys are capable of, it's still hard for them to hurt me if I'm geared up. The real trick is just that because there's so many of them, if I'm wearing my armor, they'll constantly be attacking me. So even if they're not actually doing much damage to me in that state, they are going to be very annoying. Which is why I'm opting for the invisibility potion method if I can. It is going to take us a long time to get enough glass for all of this. Oh boy. I knew it was a lot, but I forgot exactly how much. It is also annoying that the Guardians just kind of get in the way, like this one here. He left and I didn't even need to hit him. Because I can't place blocks if they're literally sitting in the path. So, what I'm building is an XP farm. It will also get things that Guardians drop, like Prismarine shards and Cod. But that's not super important, although Prismarine can be a nice block to build out of. Prismarine is what the temple is built out of. But the main purpose of this temple is to kill loads of these Guardians in order to get experience from them, because they're the best thing to farm for experience in the game. They drop loads of experience individually, and you can collect up large quantities of them very fast if you set things up right. So we're building a structure that abuses the spawning rules and some of the mechanics of how water flows and things work in order to spawn as many of these guys as possible and funnel them into a small kill box where we can then hit them with our sword with impunity and just kill them in a weakened state in mass. So right now I'm setting up an inner wall that's going to separate an outer portion from an inner portion. The inner portion is going to be entirely drained of water, and it's where we're going to kind of set up the area where we stand and do stuff, and there'll be enchanting areas, chests, stuff like that. The outer portion is going to be a big tank, which holds all of these guys, and they will spawn in the tank. At the bottom floor of that tank is going to be soul sand, which is going to cause upward currents that push them to the top when they spawn. At the top, there are going to be lateral currents of water flowing, which push them towards the middle, where there'll be a trough that gathers them up. And the trough will take them from all sides of the enclosure and funnel them into one side, where they will drop down through lava that will pre-weaken them, and they will land in a small little hole where there will be an opening to strike them, and hoppers on the ground that will collect their drops and funnel it into chests, and maybe even a loot sorting system if I want to go that far and build that capacity into it. But at the very least, just dump the loot into a chest in case anybody wants it. But the main thing is that when they're killed, they will drop XP, which will go directly to whoever has killed them. And no, it's not very sportsmanlike, but it is very effective. This is the fastest way to collect experience in this game. The fastest, easiest way. There is a way that is easier, but not as fast. Which is, you could set up like an Enderman farm in the end. Which is nice, because it doesn't take much work to set that up. Allegedly, I've never done it, but I hear that you can easily set it up in like 30 minutes, but it produces like a third the XP. So this is the superior option for anybody who's willing to put in the work to actually set it up. Get out of my way! Go! Well, fortunately, hitting him didn't seem to aggro him, he just ran away. I was kind of wondering about that. And I'm out of glass. So you know what, actually, I wonder if I can make it, if I can just swim back home as quickly as possible. Because we have some sand we could place, but it's not worth drinking a whole extra potion to place this sand. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and put this sand in the furnaces. And then we'll go collect some more. And we'll put away the extra stuff that we didn't use. Okay, time to head back. Hey, at least it's an effective machine that is worth building. Even if it is the more complicated one. Alright. Oh, is there soul sand that is near here? That's a good thing to know. There is just lava near here. Don't have a lot of supplies to go exploring with, but... Is there a cavern maybe out this way? Oh, I could pick up some nether quartz on the way back, if I see it. Because my shovel does need to be repaired. And nether quartz would do that. I'm hoping we'll break into like a little chasm. Not like that. That's just death. I would like to see some soul sand, please. Soul sand would be nice. Oh, there's loads of quartz up there. Okay, maybe... There was that plateau over there. If I build up to it. Oh, ow. Might as well grab this while I'm here. Is the rest of my stuff broken? Because it seems like it's taking a long time to repair this shovel. This is a huge vein of quartz. I think that might be several veins that like merge together or something. This place is also full of pigs and death. I wonder with my netherite gear if I can, like, just kill these pigs. Maybe I don't need to be quite as scared of these guys as I have been. Famous last words. I see no soul sand anywhere. Why? Also, it did just occur to me that the fast way home is probably just to teleport. I'd kind of forgotten about that. I'm not used to the idea of just being able to type a command and teleport home. That's not something you can normally do. So I might do that. That also makes it easy for me to deposit my nether quartz. Oh, and there was something I left. Oh, the hoe. Right. I'm gonna go home anyway. That would also make it easy to go pick up the hoe. We'll want that when it comes time to actually drain the water. Okay, I can't find soul sand over here. So we may in fact need to grab soul sand from home and ferry it over. But I did succeed in repairing the shovel up a lot. So let's head back. Eventually, I want to build a bridge here. But I don't have the materials or the time. So I'm just going to build that. I know it's crappy, but it'll do. Oh, it's horrible. And people are going to see that and they're not going to realize that I want to fix it up later. They're going to think I've just done that as a permanent solution. Oh wow, this chest is nearly full of netherrack. Okay. Oh, where's the hoe? Here is the hoe. And is there anything else here that I want? Not particularly. I will need more fuel. Fuel is a problem. Was there at least... There was some lava. Not far. So I guess I could use that. As long as I remember to bring these buckets. I'll just drop. I have feather falling, so it doesn't hurt too much. Alright, we will go to Rusty's house first for the sand, but I'm anxious to see what the soul sand I have put down so far will do for the time it takes us to get back. Because it is very fast. I should probably put it on the way to Rusty's house as well. Now that's a bunch of... either soul sand or the dirt variety. I'm not sure the dirt variety is good for anything. But hopefully that's soul sand behind Rusty's portal. We could maybe dig that up. If not, I know there were some deposits close by. There were some, like, beaches of it. I'm going the right way, right? Yeah. Because I remember the torches. Oh, I should have slept before coming out here, though. That's a little annoying. Although, if I kill things, I can get XP to repair my stuff. Or gunpowder, and I only got the one creeper. Let's try and kill everything around the creeper before tackling the creeper. Can you put mending on a shield? I don't think so, but if you can, that would be quite nice. Alright, I will get the shovel back out, or the shield back out, as well as the shovel, and start digging. If things attack us, it is a netherite shovel. It does... oh, the sword does 11. It does... more than half. It does a full heart more than half of what the sword does. Which is not great. When you consider it's running around whacking people with a shovel, it's pretty good. Romulus would approve. It still does like what I think an iron sword would do. Just a basic iron sword is, I think, something like that. Let's test it. Okay, it wasn't super effective. But it did work. Oh. Keep falling in this hole. And I don't actually have regular building blocks to get out with. I could build out with sand. But I'm trying... That's exactly what I'm trying to gather. Fortunately, it leads to the surface over here. It's actually kind of a neat, like, cave complex under here. Just naturally formed. Maybe once we've fully excavated the loose sand from this area, that could be a cool thing to do something with for somebody. Rusty was going to build like a big gliding course. I wonder if it would be possible to work in some giant underground tunnel as part of the course. I wonder if with the extra hits it takes to kill people with the shovel, if it's actually worth doing. If we get enough XP out of it to repair the shovel for the damage that was done to it. So let's just go ahead and dig up this coal and put it in the chest along with this gravel while we're here. Oh, I forgot coal gives XP too. I probably should have had my shovel in my offhand for that. We can dump all these mob drops in here. Oh, would you know it? Of course there'd be more coal right after I did that. I'll leave it for now. Maybe we'll uncover second or third deposit and then just get it all in one quick go. I wonder how much more sand it is going to actually take for us to finish this off. Probably a few more trips. I remember taking quite a few trips last time we did this. It's too bad we haven't done the end yet, because a shulker box would really help. But, again, this is one of those chicken and the egg scenarios, because this XP farm is really going to help people to get to a point where we're ready to fight the dragon. So we kind of have to build it with pre-dragon stuff. A trader? I hear a trader, I think, but I don't see him. With all our digging, he might have fallen into a hole somewhere. Unless that's a witch. Because I also hear spiders. Maybe there's a cave nearby and it's a witch? I just kind of assumed it was a trader, because it's daytime and safe. But that laugh did sound rather witch-like. Need to be careful. I wouldn't want to accidentally startle the witch. Oh, I'm full. Alright, well, throw out the sticks and gather up the rest of the sand, and I guess it's time to go back. Although, I did accidentally gather some dirt and grass that I do not particularly need. We'll just fill that back in over there. I have an arrow, which is not worth it. So that actually frees up a few more slots. Is there water to worry about over here? Not particularly. Not for a while. Still, I will try and dig this a bit surgically. I'm not sure if the witch gives you, like, a particular amount of XP. There'll be some, as there is with killing any hostile mob. But I don't know in particular that it's a lot. It's not worth hunting down, that's for sure. Besides, even if it was a lot, I mean, as far as mobs go, it still would only be the one witch. So, there's certainly not any, like, overworld mobs that give that one entity gives a significant amount of XP worth bothering about. You need to kill quite a few to make anything happen. The only things that individually drop a large amount of XP are the Ender Dragon certainly does. And I would guess maybe the Wither? I don't actually know off the top of my head how much the Wither gives you. I assume that it gives you quite a bit. Just because it is a boss. Probably not nearly as much as the dragon does, I would assume. Mostly because historically it's easier to get. Before, you couldn't even revive the dragon. Now that you can revive the dragon, I don't know if they've, like, nerfed the XP rates, although it's still pretty good. But yeah, I would imagine the Wither still has a sizable chunk. I've never seen anybody mention farming the Wither for XP, though, so either it's just too much of a pain to farm, which is quite possible, or maybe it's, you know, not such a significantly huge amount that it's worth particular attention. Because I think you could probably... Well, no, actually, I forgot, because I'm used to playing modded. Withers are not that easy to summon in vanilla, because you need the Wither skeleton skulls, and they're really a pain to get. So, even if it is a fantastic amount of XP, that would make farming not practical. Although, then again, you can make some automated, or at least semi-automated, I'm not sure, Wither skeleton farms, so you might be able to end up with enough. Oh, that's quite fast. It's very finicky, though, because it's only on the diagonal. So we might want to, like, make that 2 blocks wide. Oh, God. This is so fast. And then if we jump on it, too. Oh, this is like lightning. It's going to be very disappointing now. When we hit the end. Oh, we need soul speed highways everywhere. And that can be better with blue ice? I really need to figure out how to make the blue ice thing work. We'll go make a dedicated Silk Touch pickaxe just for the purpose of gathering the ice. I meant to kill him, I inadvertently sent him back to his people. Got all this sand cooking up. Okay, everything is cooking. We are getting very short on fuel, though. I wonder if it's worth just grabbing a couple potions and heading out to place the sand we've got while we wait for that to smell. Probably. Water breathing and invisibility. Oh, it's so hard to see without night vision. I really need more of that. So let's continue marking out sand areas. So we're also going to need a sand wall here, because this is 4 blocks out. And here, because this is 4 blocks out. One extra, but that's okay. And over here, it's a little bit awkward because of the way this has been measured. So this one's actually going to be 2 3-block spaces. What's going on? Oh, the kelp is getting in the way. Right, so there's the regular seagrass is broken by the sand when we try and put it down, but the kelp actually breaks the sand much the same way like a torch does. So that's worth noting. We cannot put sand on top of kelp. It's very easy to place extra sand down when spam clicking. Okay, we have one area that's set up for drainage, apart from the fact that it's missing glass, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just mark out where the rest of this sand goes over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly but surely, we will mark all of this area for drainage. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, again, we get into that scenario where because of the way we've portioned this, we're going to end up with 2 3-block areas. But that's okay. Oh no, it's another kelp zone. Kelp just always gets in the way. Make sure to pick all the sand back up. At this point, sand is a precious resource and I don't want to waste any of it. Okay, we have 4 more minutes. Admittedly, while we're building with sand, the water-breathing potion's kind of being wasted. So the purpose of the sand, by the way, if I haven't explained it, is to separate the water into small sections that we can clear with sponges. Because the way water works in Minecraft is when existing water flows back into an area where you've removed it, it can create like an infinite water supply, so it becomes hard to drain large bodies of water. And sponges can drain a portion at a time, but when you're draining a large body of water, sponges get kind of messy because they can only drain a limited area, and then the water tries to flow back in and it gets ugly. So we're separating this out into small chunks that the sponges can drain, and using the walls of sand to prevent water from flowing back in where we've already cleared it. So that way we can methodically go step by step and clear the entire area out. It's a bit of a pain, but it is probably the most effective way to drain a large body of water. And if we wanted to drain this in sections, we might even be able to get some of our sand back. Meaning that we wouldn't quite have to dig as much, which would be nice. Because of the way we're kind of focusing on the interior portion rather than the exterior portion first, we might even be able to reuse a lot of this, like, internal draining sand as part of the exterior wall when we reclaim it and cook it into glass. Oh, I only have a minute left. I should probably get back to pick up the glass before that minute runs out. Can I finish this strip of sand, though? I hope so. Yes, strip of sand finished. And now we have a minute remaining. Well, maybe I can put down a little bit. It's going to take me like 30 seconds to get back. So that gives me a few seconds of sand placing here. Okay, let's go. Oh, I was actually really fast. It only took me 15 seconds to get back. I'll refill as many of these with sand as I can, and take all the glass we've gone ahead and cooked. Oh, there's no fuel in that furnace. That's unfortunate. These furnaces no longer have enough fuel. And these guardians, where are they coming from? They're leaking in from somewhere. And they are really getting on my nerves. Oh, there's too many of them to kill. Tell you what. Where's that cobble? We don't need this area. Let's just block this off. Because that's where most of them are. That's the easiest way to handle this. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the place they're infesting is in fact their natural habitat, so this is their home. We came and invaded it. So it's to be expected that there are a lot of them. In fact, that's why we're here, because we kind of came here to kill them all. Okay. That's enough glass gathering. I'll leave the hoe. This is also just a regular diamond axe. I'll leave it for now. And potions. Water breathing, night vision, invisibility. And we'll take an extra water breathing invisibility just in case. Okay, time to build some more out of this glass. Nope. Wait. I forgot to take my armor off. I always dive in and then the minute they see me, I realize. It only takes like half a second for my brain to complete. Oh wait, if they're seeing me, it means my armor's on. You'd think that at this point, if it's happened so much to be instantaneously recognizable, that I would start thinking of it in advance, but nope. It takes that half second of recognition to remind me. I'm going to focus on building the glass in this back wall, because this is where we've put most of the sand. And so we could conceivably start draining this back wall to reclaim some of the sand if the glass is complete. Draining the bottom, or like building the glass wall in the bottom part is going to be a little bit more awkward since we have a partially drained area to work around. And we want to try and preserve that. But we should be able to make it work. Okay, that's that part of the sand area done. So now we just work on building up this wall in general. Oh, I see a hole in the temple. That might be how they're leaking in. To be honest, there's probably a couple holes in the temple. I don't think I've made one, but since Sam raided this temple before me, he may have made a couple. I wonder how he did it. Because there is an easy way to do this, which is to come with some dynamite. The hard way is to just, like, charge into the temple and fight your way through it. And when you first get here, you can't break any blocks. until you defeat, like, the guardians of the temple. And the temple is kind of hard to navigate without being able to break any blocks, because it's built as a bit of a maze. So, fighting your way through is a bit of a pain. That's the outer wall of glass done in the top portion of it. We come to the underside, though. Let's see, where's the corners go? I'm gonna go ahead and dig down the corner here. Just so I can figure out. The glass comes to here. And it comes down to Y30, which is the floor. It's very convenient that the floor here happens to be on Y30. So I'm gonna go around the temple, and I'm gonna try and mark the inside corners. So that we can build the underside of the interior wall. This is gonna let some water into the temple, but that's okay. We can deal with a little bit of water it lets in. This only goes to Y32. So this actually needs to come down a couple steps. To here. Y30. And then we'll go mark the other two corners. And then we'll know where to put all this extra glass. I could also use it to start building the outer wall, but I figure it's a good idea to just focus attention on the inner wall. This part is quite elevated. We're gonna have to dig it down quite a bit. Because, oh god, it actually gets into the ravine. That's unfortunate. So, if I get the cobble out... Or actually, not even the cobble. This part is probably going to be prismarine anyway, so... I can just build prismarine there. This is Y30. So the glass comes down to this level. That's 3 of the corners built. 1 more. And then we can start filling in the gaps. Hello, Axolotl. That fish that swam by is new to this update. He's not going to live long in this area, because the Guardians attack everything. But he is a fighting fish, so, you know, maybe he'll take some of them with him before he goes. Okay. The 4 corners have been built to Y30. They are going to require a little bit of digging to complete. Then we'll actually have to dig 1 block under them eventually to put down the floor. But I'm not going to worry about that too much. I am happy to see that this Y30 falls right about the surface level. It's a couple blocks... Well, in some cases it is the surface level. In some cases it's a couple blocks lower. That's fine, though. Because it makes a seal, which is the important thing. Oh, I only have 30 seconds. I do have more glass to place. Maybe it's worth just drinking these potions, placing the rest of my glass. And then when we come back, we might need to bring some more potions, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then... This is actually the interior of the temple. Maybe we don't want to deal with building the wall there yet. Uh-oh. Ah, we're under attack! Oh god. I need to break line of sight. I didn't quite re-up my potions in time. Has he lost interest? Now that I've broken line of sight? Hopefully? Yes? I think so. Night vision did wear off. Turns out night vision was extremely useful. I didn't realize that night vision would be useful, but it was a lot more effective than I initially gave it credit for. So we should definitely build more night vision potions for when we come back. I very much liked having those. See, this wall is going to have to be fixed a little bit because I've ended up building in a natural wall. But with all these guys running around, I don't feel very much like fixing it now, so we'll fix it later. This bit's going to have to get filled in too, eventually. Where do we go? Over here. This is the bit that's actually on Y30, which is the best we could ask for. I'm not going to dig the floor out all the way over here. I'm just going to keep building where we're at. We can fix it later. The most important thing is to get solid walls around, which can be used for the purpose of draining the area. And then a lot of the terraforming will be easier when we've finished draining. Nope, that was not in the right place. Is this... This is pretty much at the roof over here. Oh. I was looking in the wrong spot and I had a heart attack there. Mini heart attack for a moment. Well, I thought we had built the wall in completely the wrong spot. How much time have we got? 4 minutes. And we're actually going to run out of glass soon. That's it. We're out of glass. 22 sand and a little bit of... Oh, I thought that was gravel. It's andesite. I guess we can go put this sand down. Ooh, glow squid! I want the glowing ink. Yes. Not sure how much we got there, but... Oh, 3 ink sacks. I'm sure we can put that to use eventually. So then we'll just dump this sand somewhere over here. Not on top of this kelp. This kelp can go. If we have some time, we have 3 minutes, we might also do some, like, cleaning up duty of the temple. Getting rid of some of this kelp. Forgot that creeper was there, even though I was just looking at him a minute ago. Okay. Let's clear up some of this extra, like, kelp and grass and stuff. And just make sure the temple is clean. Because otherwise this stuff is gonna get in the way of our efforts to build. We don't have much time, so this is probably the best thing we can be doing with it. It does mean we could collect a lot of kelp on the way back as well. Maybe, depending on how much time we've got. Probably not worth... Actually, it's probably not worth taking the time to do that. Maybe if we finish clearing this and have enough to do a quick lap. At least this interior part, I don't think we have time to go start working on the outside. Okay. The inside of the temple is clear of plant life, or the inside region around the temple. And we have 1 minute. So I guess I might as well swim around and gather this, just in case we ever need just a ton of kelp. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How'd your birthday go? I'm continuing to work on the water temple here. And trying to make this XP farm, but it's taking a while. As it always does. Oh, 30 seconds. Time to get back. Perfect. 1 minute for what? I'm confused. Oh, 1 minute for potion effects. Because I was using water breathing and invisibility in order not to get slaughtered by the guardians. So, just, that was the time it took for my potions to run out. I have one more invisibility and water breathing, which is 8 minutes, which is not a lot. So we're going to want to go back and make more potions. I'll bring all these empty water bottles and things back for it. And just leave the cobblestone and stuff. So mainly, when I come back, I need more sets of potions, and more sand, and fuel? Unless I want to start using bucketed lava for fuel. Which, I have 5 buckets here. And access to the nether. So, we could do that. I might scope out the nearby deposits. Because there's what? There's this lava pool right here. Depending on how deep that goes. Maybe it's just worth using this lava. Okay. Let's head home. Please excuse my ugly temporary bridge. I will fix that eventually. I want to make a nice bridge and a nice, like, front here facing spawn, but there's just too many things to do and too little time. Do I have the ingredients for things? I should go get some gold for these carrots. I do have more puffer fish. And plenty of fermented spider ice. Yeah, so if I just had some gold for carrots, then I have the materials to make these potions. And we do, in fact, have plenty of gold. time for some potion making. Oh, we already have some netherwort in here. Awkward potions. We'll start by making some night vision potions, I guess, because we... Oh, we do actually have more of these potions in the chest. We could just grab these, actually. Just how many of these do we have? Hang on. Let me scope this out. Water bottles in. And then awkward potions we'll just dump in here for the second. Not water bottle, awkward potion. We have... Well, maybe not many night visions. We have 3 night visions. We have more water breathings than I know what to do with. So we can use those. But we should make some night vision potions. And maybe some invisibility potions. We need spider eyes. Yeah. Spider eyes will go in this one. So we're setting up a production line. Where water bottles go in one side. Awkward potions come out the other. They go into the golden carrots to become night vision potions. Then they go into the fermented spider eye to become invisibility. Then they go into the redstone to become higher duration. Where's my water bottles? Oh, I thought I had water bottles. I guess I'm all awkward potions. Okay. We'll take some of these nether warts out. And process more of these other potions. It gets hard when you've got all these brewing stands going at once to keep track of what you're doing. 3-minute night visions go in there. Wait. Oh, well, I guess I did need some more night vision. Just night visions, not so much potions of invisibility. I only really need a few sets of the potions of invisibility. I think now I mainly need redstone, actually. Okay, some 3-minute potions in. Some more 3-minute potions in. And that should be good. These are all 8 minutes. I can put some of my extra ingredients away. Then just grab this stuff up. Okay, how am I doing now? I've got 10 of each, invisibility and night vision, at 8 minutes apiece, so 80 minutes. I have 120. I have an hour 20 of night vision and invisibility in my inventory. And I can bring an hour 20 plus more water breathing. I don't even need the plus more, actually. I'm bringing an hour and 20 of each. Night vision, invisibility, water breathing. That's a load of potions. We definitely don't need more than that. And then the only other thing I needed was sand, right? I don't... Ah! I could bring gravel. I will do that. It's not sand, but gravel can also be used because it's a gravityless block. It's also just as convenient for the draining. For the same reasons. So, since we don't have sand on hand, we'll just go ahead and grab the gravel and bring it with us to take up the extra inventory slots. Because if we have the inventory slots and we're going, we might as well be using them for something. And then we'll come back and get more glass. Oh, I really need to put a second row of soul sand here so that it doesn't keep, like, doing that in and out thing where it keeps adjusting the field of view. Man, Soul Speed 3 is amazing. I can't believe I've never used this before. At least I don't remember ever using that before. We need to put soul sand roads everywhere. And just make it a completely unnavigable mess for anybody who doesn't have soul speed. I don't have inventory space for that quartz. Though it is close to the portal. We could remember that quartz and potentially use it for repairing tools. Okay, now that I have plenty of potions yet again. I'm a little low on chicken, but that's okay. Is it fastest to TP home or run through the nether to get back to Rusty's portal? I guess we'll just run through the nether. I suspect that another full load of glass would be enough to finish at least that underside portion of the central area. Though honestly, at this point, I think maybe we should concentrate our efforts on the draining. That might be the best thing to do. Go away, pigman! Ow! Why can he shoot up at an angle? Why do I assume that he shouldn't be able to do that? I don't know, I guess I'm just used to games where characters are locked to either firing in the same plane or, like, at fixed angles, like 45 degrees. But let's come have a look at this. This is a mixture. There's... Oh! Hey, this soul dirt works for soul speed. That's good to know. There is actually a bunch of soul sand over here. So maybe it's worth gathering some of this. I don't know how much of this we would need. But considering that we don't just need it for the highway, but we also need it for pushing things up in water, we might as well just go wild and collect a bunch. And since this dirt stuff apparently also works for the boots, we can gather some of that for the actual highway. And maybe conserve some of this soul sand for when we actually need it to push the guardians around. How dare you shoot me? I like the fact that the thorns works on skeletons even when they're shooting you with a ranged weapon from miles away. That's just fun. Maybe I'll actually just start by gathering a bunch of soul sand. And then make another trip out this way for the actual sand. Just because the inventory is already pretty full. I wonder, with our current level of thorns, how many shots it would take for a skeleton to commit suicide. I think you can actually hit things for like 6 hearts when you've got full thorns. Oh, be very careful not to fall. Falling would be very bad. I hate it when ghasts, like, aggro on you, but then they hide behind things. Makes it very awkward. I wish they would just come fight outright. I do have the Falling with Style boots. I've got Feather Falling 4. But for a height like that, it wouldn't be enough. Plus, I'd be landing in lava anyway. Which, if the lava is thin enough, Feather Falling will still help, but... again, from a height that deep, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's quite a bit of soul sand and soul soil. Can I get some of this nether quartz for repairing purposes? Another nice thing about this XP farm is not just the XP for enchanting, but also the fact that, oh, maybe it is worth getting some sand real... Are we close enough that it's worth just getting some sand while we're here? Nah, I'm gonna build the road. In addition to actually just giving us what we need for enchanting, once you have mending on your gear, levels is also used to repair your equipment. So, that's the hidden value of this XP farm. Oh, I don't have rockets. In order for rockets to be useful, though, we would need a glider, not boots. And the glider is only available after we fight the dragon. So, we don't actually have access to that yet. And I don't know when we're gonna fight the dragon, because that's kind of... The first dragon kill is something that you want to kind of coordinate with everybody else on the server. And I know, you know, a couple people have already expressed interest, like Seth and Sam are interested in killing the dragon and have been kind of poking around about, like, you know, when are we gonna do that? But we haven't come to a definitive conclusion yet. I expect it probably won't be until after the XP farm is finished and people have had a chance to gear up a little more accordingly. I'm also not sure though, like, who we're waiting on, to be honest, because I think some of the... I'm not sure, but I think some of the, like, newer players who would be more concerned about it anyway aren't really playing much anymore. So most of us who are actually active here are the experienced players anyway. So maybe once, you know, somebody has a sufficiently strong need to, you know, be bothering people about it, we'll just decide, you know what, we'll just go with, you know, just a few of us on some weekend day or something and go do it. But right now everybody's just kind of holding off because it's like, well, I know I need to wait for the group. And so we're just kind of focusing on our own little tasks rather than actually coordinating the group. But that's fine, because, you know... I mean, I could go fight the dragon now, but I would just as soon wait until I have, like, maxed out gear. Not that I particularly need to, just... that's what I usually do. Also, for the record, what I'm doing right now is just working on repairing my pickaxe. I don't know if I actually explicitly stated that or not. But I'm just trying to get a little bit of extra XP before heading off into the desert. And of course, you know, we'll be building the soul speed bit first as well. Oh, how do I get back? Was it this way? I got a little bit lost. Yeah, this is the way. Ow. So now we just have to put down all the soul soil to, like, speed things up. Maybe it's worth putting down soul soil here as well. I do wish that the FOV didn't change while you were running. Is there a setting for that? Video settings, maybe? Ah, yes! FOV effects off. Excellent. Oh, that is so much better. Now we can actually build this highway. I wonder if the power play would have actually been to set this up so that we'd, like, just dig the ceiling out one and then build on top of the existing path. So that we don't have to keep digging out more pathway. I'm getting shot in the back while I build. Go away! Nobody wants you. And your children can die too. All of you. Why are there so many of you? Alright. Now that that is sorted. Now it's going to be much faster running back and forth to Rusty's house. We'll connect it up down here as well. The stairs are a bit awkward, which is kind of why I wonder... Where's the route from Sam's house? It's right here. And what's ground level? Sam has kind of chosen to build at this level as ground level. So... this part we'll want to dig out. I'll take the experience. I don't have a stair block to put there. So I'll just put a soul sand block in the meantime. That works. So now we'll have a soul sand road running from at least the bottom of that staircase out this way. And I want to connect it up on a diagonal with the diagonal path we've already built, which is fortunately built at exactly the same Y level. That's convenient. Okay, and then I guess we'll we'll make it double wide on the right-hand side. And it can branch off and go to the bottom of Rusty's stairs. Eventually, I would like to come back through here and make this look better. Right now. Oh god, this pick is too powerful.
Hey.
Oh. Hello, Sam. How's it going?
Going pretty well. About to hop on.
Nice. I'm working on the farm.
The underwater temple?
Yep.
Guardian farm?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I've been, I'm currently building some soul sand roads to run on. Because running back and forth is getting a bit tedious.
Yep. Why I made that miniature base in that room.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck that. I essentially ferried everything over into that chest, and then, I still... Oh, right, I meant to get blaze rods from you so I could make more ender chests.
Oh, yeah. I have, like, 2 stacks in one of the chests back at my house.
I'm gonna make a trek over there if you wouldn't mind sharing where those are being kept.
It's in one of the upstairs chests in the portal room. You can help yourself to as many as you want.
Thanks.
The main thing I'm running short of is I need glass.
There is, if you go to Russell's home, there is a... We made a netherrack bridge to your pathway.
Ah, that's me. That's a temporary
okay.
measure.
Okay,
Just
if
'cause I
that's
keep-
you, then I don't really care about it, because, like, this is your area, so I didn't want
Yeah.
anybody to blemish your home by doing that.
No, I blemished my own home. And I felt bad about it because I'm like, people are going to see this and they're going to think that that's just like what I've done. And they're not wrong. I intend to fix it, but I just got sick and tired of using the like teleport to spawn command to get home and then having to run across that little bit of water.
Water, yeah.
And I was like, I don't have time to build a proper bridge right now, but gosh, I can't stand this river anymore.
Also, you always see it around and you never really think about it, but frickin' magma is actually pretty hard to find.
Mhm.
Or, not correct, correction, is actually hard to get to, hard to get a double wide chest of. It took me a long time to get what I needed for that for my farm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it also doesn't help that we're at, like, we're at a really low level in the nether. And
Does
so
that matter for magma?
well, I think that the lava lakes tend to spawn in certain positions. And so I think we're actually below a lot of lava lakes.
Huh. Did not know that.
I mean, I'm not
know,
entirely sure. It's kind of my subjective view. I haven't, like, checked it on the wiki.
I know Michael has... I'm level 81 still, by the way.
Awesome.
It feels dangerous having this many levels.
It is
That's why
dangerous.
I made, yeah, that's why I made my bank. So...
You have a
what
bank?
you can do- yeah, so what you can do is, you know the data pack where you can right-click on a enchanting table with, is that off-center? Anyway, you can right-click with a glass bottle in your hand on an enchanting table, and it will like store some experience in a bottle, right?
Yeah. I haven't done it yet, but I've been given to understand that that is the case.
Yeah, so what you do is you do that, and has anybody told you how to get it back out?
Smelt it.
Yeah. Not throw it at the ground. It's a very unfortunate
Yeah.
thing.
I'm guessing you smelt it and it turns to nothing and then you break the furnace to get the XP, or...
Yeah. Are you streaming right now?
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, then for your... Well, no, you didn't need to trigger the stream for me. I figured you were streaming.
Yeah, but I
mainly
want
saying
to.
that for your right? I was saying that for your viewers' benefits because, I don't think they necessarily know the details.
Neither do I. That was
so-
frankly a guess on my part.
Okay, so, so you take a glass bottle, you right-click on an enchanting table, and it stores, I don't know, it's got to be like 30 experience inside the bottle. And then you set up an auto smelter, which is just you don't even need to have the fuel port for the auto smelter like you normally would for a fully auto smelter. You do a hopper in the top, a hopper at the bottom, a barrel at the top, and a barrel at the bottom. And you just get a bunch. I think I have, let me look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4 of a stack of glass bottles. And you just store all of them, and then you push it through the furnace by putting it in through the top, and then you wait for all of them to finish, and then you rinse, repeat until you have no levels. And so, much like you said, then you would crack the furnace, but in actuality, what you would do is so that you could avoid having the furnace fall into the hopper and then having to pull it out of the barrel and then reset it and so on. You have a lever right next to the hopper on the bottom, and you stop the flow into the hopper by flicking on the lever, and then for a single bottle, you smelt the single bottle with the lever on, and then you pull out the single bottle and you get all that experience back. So it functions as a pseudo bank without you having to carry around 10,000 freaking glass bottles to carry as much experience as you might get from one of our spawners.
I see.
Only reason why I have so much, or I had gotten because for whatever reason my spawn rates were like fucking crazy when I was working on the area around the spawner. So I aggroed the piglins, the zombified piglins, and they all crashed into the catcher, and mob cramming killed them, but they still dropped experience. So while I was working, I was racking up experience.
Wait, mob cramming gives experience?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, but I think that it has to do with aggro. No, that doesn't make sense because villagers are still aggro to you when you kill them, and I don't think if you kill them with fall damage, they drop experience orbs. It might be something special about zombified piglins, because it's not just entity cramming. If you stand at the gold spawner for a while, it's not perfect by any means. The corners, I guess you could call them that, of the mob spawner, those corners have piglins get stuck on them. Like they look at you like they're trying to get to you, but they don't go forward. But there's multiple piglins trying to cram into those corners. It's not very often. Most of them go towards the catcher. I don't know why only like 3 or 4 at a time do this. But they'll stand there, they'll crash into each other, and they'll start pushing each other off. And they'll fall to their deaths, as you know. I've had 2 survive somehow, by the way, which is a drop of over 100 blocks. Like, to point out. That one caught me by surprise. I almost died. A 3rd time working on this damn spawner. But yeah, so when they fall and they die, they both drop their loot and experience orbs. I think for zombified piglins, as long as they are aggroed to you, they drop their experience.
If you're right about this, it means you could produce a fully automatic XP farm.
Yeah, that is a thing that is in one of the guides I watched. I just didn't want to make it automated. Automating it requires spending time trying to cram multiple minecarts into a block.
Well, the other things can't be automated as an XP farm, though, because for the most part, for things to drop experience, they need to be killed by the player, which is the problem. So it sounds like you've just found the one thing that doesn't require being killed by the player in order to drop XP.
Correct. I would agree with you there. Now that you mention it, no, I have not seen anything else function quite the same way.
So,
and I've known this for a while, and now I kind of feel bad for not bringing it up sooner.
Yeah, until you told me this, my understanding was that it was impossible to build a fully automatic XP farm. You could have an automatic item farm, you could have a really easy to use manual XP farm, but not a truly automatic XP farm. Except maybe with this.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you set this up to be AFK, and then you just, like, leave yourself on the server for 24 hours while you go off and, you know, sleep, have a day, doing other things. Then when you come back in the evening, you've had 24 hours of having them spawn, aggro, die, drop XP, and you'll come back and your level is something like, you know, 200.
That'd be fucking nuts. But yeah, it is quite the... There's in addition to the difficulty and cost, I also don't want a fully automatic experience farm.
No?
For the same reason why I was happy that they got rid of AFK fishing farms. Well, correct. Well, not really for the exact same reason. You know, I could probably set up a sorter just for the gold. Anyway, it's abusive in my opinion to have an AFK setup. As tedious as it is, and as much as I have said in my head that I want it to be fully AFK, I just remembered watching, like, every time I got on one of our older servers, a guy named Kevin would be AFK because he had a fishing farm, and then people would be like, hey, I need X, Y, or Z, and he'd be like, oh, I got that. I have that mending book. I have that looting book. I have. The only reason why he had it was because he was working one of the potentially greatest mechanics in the game, which is fishing. 24 hours a day, and it just felt very cheap.
So is the problem with that it was AFK, or that fishing was too good as an AFK thing?
Well, if you're gonna say as an AFK thing, then I would have to say either.
It's like, what about other farms that you can AFK, but that don't give you, like, everything, but just give you, you know, one or two specific things?
I mean, those are fine. Like, if your Guardian farm was AFK, I don't think I would care. No, that's not true, because it's the same.
I mean, you could set it up to AFK, just not for XP, but you could get COD and Prismarine and stuff. But, I mean, it's just COD and Prismarine.
For the materials, yes. Because, like, I guess it's because it's one of those things where it's like, it feels as if you're not AFK fishing, you're losing the game. That is why it bothered me so much. And in the same sense here, if you're not AFK experience farming, which also, by the way, gets you gold and gold items. Correction, gold swords. I haven't gotten any other gold items. Then, like, it's the same feeling. I don't know, it's...
So what about, like, the AFK iron farm?
AFK, well, what do you mean AFK? Do you mean, like, just...
Like, you stand there to keep it loaded, and golems keep dying to lava blades and filling a chest with iron. Yeah.
What do you mean by keep it loaded? I'm not familiar with the kind of... I'm used to a iron farm type that fully automates it. The player does not even need to be around.
Well, I mean, you need the chunk to be loaded.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, I guess you could set up a chunk loader, and then you wouldn't actually have to be AFKing there, but...
I mean, if you put it in the general vicinity of your home, and you're like me, you essentially don't need to worry about a chunk loader, because you're around your home often enough.
Yeah, I suppose.
You're producing quantities that are non-insignificant.
But so then, is that, you know...
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine?
Because you're not getting... So I guess the thing is, like, is that experience in Minecraft to me is everything. Experience and mats. And the mats that you get out of an iron farm or any other farm are honestly insignificant. Yes, iron farm gets you beacon bases fairly easily, but that honestly just saves you time, and you invest about as much time in it as you could potentially go and mine those items to get it working right and to get it, you know, properly set up, yada yada yada. Whereas experience, which gets you enchantments, which gets you better items and whatnot, that is something I don't believe should be automated. I guess is I guess what it comes down to. Because since experience is so important to the game, and the materials that are important to the game, like diamond, for instance, are unable to be cloned or, you know, Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time putting it into words for some reason.
But then, like, with this farm we have that makes it, like, it's not an automatic farm. But this, like, Ekis Guardian farm for XP is so effective that it effectively makes XP really cheap.
Yeah, but
So-
that's fine. It's like saying, I'm not making the argument that we should be Minecraft Amish people, you know?
No, but does that then, like, basically mean, well, we've beaten the game and, you know, there's no value in it because the one thing that was very expensive and, like, the critical resource is now so cheap and plentiful it's basically dirt.
No, because you're still putting forth effort towards it. You're putting forth effort to build it right now.
Yeah, but once it's
And-
built, it's, like, so cheap, it's, like, it's
Yeah.
practically no effort. It might as well be
Yeah.
AFK, because it's... You go there, you click a button a few times, and you're practically at level 30 immediately.
But you still have to click the button.
Yeah.
You still have to be present at your computer. You can't just leave an auto clicker on and let your computer run overnight. I mean, I guess you could, but it wouldn't really work because of the mechanics in Minecraft.
You'd get very poor spawn rates, because you actually have... With this design, you actually have to, like, back off to the center to get the best spawn rates. So if you
Case in
just
point.
stood there with an auto clicker, it would probably still work some, but it would probably work at, like, a quarter of the efficiency. I would guess.
But my point is just that, like, you still have to dedicate effort to really get the effect out of it.
Mhm.
Even if it's minimal. I mean, I was sitting here with my wireless keyboard clicking the button while I was watching Avatar. But I was dedicating resources to it, I guess they can be minimal resources, but you have to dedicate resources.
As long as
to
it's
it and
some
let
kind of resource, yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm weird about that. I know it's not shared with a great majority of people, but that's just how I choose to play Minecraft, and
Mhm.
therefore the spawners I make are going to reflect that. You're not going to see me trying to entity cram, 3 minecarts in there, 4 minecarts in there,
Sure.
or more for that matter.
I have just collected 34 stacks of sand.
Nice.
I have more than 48 squared sand. However much that is. I guess over 25,000? Oh, over 2,500. Probably have like 3,000 blocks of sand on me or something.
Oh, by the way, I asked about the looting book for specifically my gold farm sword.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has Smite 5 on it, and I was thinking to myself that I was gonna get rid of that, like I was gonna disenchant it, but now I'm thinking of netheriting it and just keeping it at the spawner.
Oh yeah, it's a great piglin killer with Smite 5, I guess.
Yeah. I remember how mad I was when I first got it, because I'd gotten it for Sweeping Edge 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yo, fucking Smite 5? Get that shit out of here.
You can also get mending, unbreaking on it.
I do.
Okay. Those things I know I have mending. I'm pretty sure of unbreaking. But...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I have... The villager that I cured has mending books for 1 emerald.
Oh,
For me.
really?
Yeah. For me.
Yeah. He's very stingy about the price to other players. He has to make up for the detriment somehow.
Well, the other players haven't cured him of zombification, so... Understandable. I even have a fuel farm set up. Forgot to mention that.
A
there.
fuel farm?
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned
dedicated-
that. How does it work?
Dripstone?
Oh, lava fuel. Okay.
Yeah. You said I'm glad that to hear you say that. What?
Well, I'm trying to, like, smelt all this sand into glass. And,
Oh yeah, you need to put down some iron so that you can make it. But yeah, it's very costly. I think I ran through half a stack of blocks. Cauldrons are 7 ingots apiece. I did like 10. Seth borrowed my pickaxe and gave me an efficiency 6 pickaxe back as recompense for letting him borrow it. And he gave it cursive binding level 2, was it 2 or 3,000? And I was like, Seth, what is this even supposed to do? And he was like, well, it's supposed to make it so that you couldn't give it to anybody else, but I don't think that's how cursive binding works.
No.
And the level 3,000 was just for fucking kicks, because I don't think anything above level 1 does anything.
See, if he was gonna do that, he should have at least made it over 9,000.
Yeah.
I might actually start draining part of this farm soon. To try and get some of these sand blocks back.
I'm assuming that's one of Jin's friends, considering he's the only, like, I have an outgoing request, but I think that was to Slim for Dead by Daylight.
Who's friends? What?
Zarovo, the new guy.
I didn't see anybody join. Are you looking somewhere?
In Discord, the my server general chat.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did not have that up. Is he saying something about Minecraft?
No.
Oh.
Like, I looked at the invite list because you can see what outgoing invites you have. Where was I gonna put this second ender chest? I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, as we get this subdivided, further subdivisions are going to be easier because the remaining area is going to be smaller. So, I think we'll quickly get to a point where hopefully putting down this sand isn't going to be as much of a problem. And if we can get a couple of the, like, outer barriers up around this area, we can start draining the part before it and getting some sand back. So, it may not look it, but it does feel to me like we are getting a bit closer here. It is a lot of work to be able to set up a farm like this. But it will be worth it. What? Why is this... Oh. Of course, there was one kelp left that was breaking the sand.
I forgot what we were talking about before.
Smelting and the fact that I am perpetually in need of sand and glass. And it's just a lot of work to place these blocks as well.
Another slime already on.
So now that your gold farm is done, what project are you working on?
I'll probably end up making bone meal. That will probably be my next project.
Wouldn't that just be like a regular mob grinder? Like the classic mob farm?
No, so it's a moss farm.
Oh, to compost into bone meal.
Yeah.
I forgot you could get bone meal like that.
Mr. Enderman, I have so few nice things. I would appreciate it if you didn't plant blocks.
Yeah, Endermen keep really messing up my home too. After I'm gone for a while and I come back, I just find the corridors littered with like 20 blocks scattered about. And they break my farms too. Like, once my chicken farm lost all of its chickens because there was a block gone and they all climbed out.
Yikes.
I thought Endermen also had limits as to what they could pick up. I didn't think I built out of anything they could pick up, but... I wonder if... Is there a way to, like, disable Enderman griefing?
I think general mob griefing, but then you can't breed villagers, for instance.
You
like,
can't?
those lose the beneficial, yeah, you, because they don't pick up items.
Hmm...
Oh, don't tell me. Silk-touching a anchor beacon does not preserve the glowstone level.
Oh, right. You're talking about one of the things that lets you spawn in the nether?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you have one of those?
Huh? For funsies.
Hmm.
I had all of the bits and pieces that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Netherite ingot and other stuff that's less valuable.
No, not netherite ingot.
Thought it took a netherite.
Prying obsidian.
Hmm.
And something else. And glowstone?
What is it that takes netherite? There was something like that took a netherite ingot.
Lodestone. A lodestone is what you're thinking of.
Which allows you to point your compass?
Yep. Which I think is so fucking stupid. You're dedicating a netherite ingot so that you know the direction of home at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I get that's not quite as important since we're using data packs and whatnot, but I cannot think of a single person that their first go-to would be to spend it on that. Now the lodestone, like actually chunk loader, that is worthwhile enough, in my opinion. But
That's done with a data pack, right? Or something?
yeah. Yeah, because that's a netherite ingot and oh boy. What is it called? Nether Star? That's what it's called, right?
Yes. From the Wither?
Yeah.
So wait,
So
do we have a data pack on that makes all of those function as chunk loaders, or...?
No, you need to make a lodestone and then drop a nether star on top of it to make it into a chunk loader, or lodestone, LOAD.
Okay.
so not all of them.
My invisibility potion ran out. I should be up it.
I found out that the experience from level 107 to 89 is enough to get you from 0 to 81.
107 to... Wait, what? Say that again?
The experience to get from 107 to 89, or 89 to 107, depending on which direction you're thinking about, is enough to get you from 0, or level 1, to level 81.
Right. Because you banked that?
Yeah.
Wait, you were at 107?
Yep.
Wow. Well, that at least proves it can go to the triple digits. I don't think I've ever been in a position to confirm that before. The question is, can it go to 4 digits? At what point does the interface, like, overflow?
I don't know. I could find out right now, but I risk either dying or losing all my levels.
Wait, what? You could find out right now?
I could use op commands to set my experience.
Oh. Yeah, that seems like it'd be risky to do here. Seems like if you wanted to test that, it might be better to go into a different world to test it.
Integer overload. Why haven't you guys had sex yet? I need more villagers.
Well, you know, if you stand over them shouting things like that, they're probably going to have a hard time of it.
No, don't you know that's the biggest turn on?
I mean, I guess it depends what you're breeding them for. Okay, now I need more sand. Or I can start draining some of this. Which, it also just occurred to me that I don't have any bamboo things. What are they called? Scaffolding. And scaffolding would be quite useful for when I start draining. So I should probably go back and get that when I next go for a sand trip.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want me to set up my my sugarcane farm for bamboo?
I don't think it's necessary. I think we should probably be able to scrape together enough. I mean, it's not going to take me much, I don't think. I might even have enough. Oh. And that's when I realized that I didn't have water breathing. Man, these invisibility potions work better than the wiki led me to believe. Like, based on my calculations, things should be able to see me from like 5 blocks away. But guardians are literally bumping into me, and they can't tell I'm here. I'm wearing a helmet, just for reference.
I remember you this?
Not sure. So long ago, I do not remember. I guess technically there's sand here for me to dig. Yeah, maybe I don't want to get into that. Three, four. There's also a giant underwater ravine, by the way, underneath this temple. If you, I don't know if you've noticed.
I cracked open the bottom of it, and I found that out. It was kind of funny and a little awkward.
I go through so many potions doing this. It is a bit ridiculous.
About to start worrying about whether or not I would drown, and then I remembered.
Your turtle helmet?
No.
Oh.
Turtle helmet gives you 10 extra seconds underwater.
Yeah, but you had respiration on it as well, right?
Yeah. So I can stay underwater normally for a total of 70 seconds.
Yeah. Do you just wear that all the time now, or?
For the most part, yeah. But that's not the reason why I'm not worried about drowning.
Then why?
Because conduits are fucking busted.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
I
that.
just have water breathing all the time.
Actually, that might have been helpful over here. I just ended up making, like, hundreds of water-breathing potions, but conduit would also have worked.
You need it to be water sunken. So actually, I'm using this other one. Ooh. Actually, I have a third heart of the sea. That's right, you heard me. Third.
You have an awful lot of them.
I just keep finding frickin' sunken pirate ships, man.
Are these guys okay with me wearing boots? I hope so.
But anyway, I was gonna say, if you want to supply the shells, I'll give you the heart of the sea to make it fun, but you have plenty of materials for everything else.
Nah, that's alright. I'll just make do with the potions. I also don't have any shells. I heard a dolphin, but I don't see dolphin.
I don't remember seeing dolphins when I was doing that.
It probably died. That's what happens to most things that enter the territory of the Guardians.
Well, I silk touched instead of using my fortune pickaxe.
I mean, that's easily fixable.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello!
How's it
Matt. I was
going?
actually about to ask if people wanted to get together for Dead by Daylight as well.
Shoot, I don't think I'm in for Dead by Daylight tonight. I was gonna play a little bit of Minecraft and then stream some more RPG stuff that I've been doing.
Okay.
It depends on how late you guys go, because if you guys go until like...
I mean, it's Saturday, so...
Yeah.
I've actually also just realized that it's 9 o'clock, which means that I cannot stay. I mean, maybe if we were getting a massive, like, Dead by Daylight thing going, I could push it, but I'm trying to stay on a somewhat regular schedule.
That's fair.
So when my potions go off... You need to get on earlier.
Me? Or Matt?
No, Matt,
Me.
because you have been on.
I'm like not available. I mean, on weekdays I'm not available until like 5 Central anyway, but you guys also got to realize you guys are an hour ahead of me.
I mean, 5 Central is perfect, because that's when I got on.
On weekends though, I'm usually with my girlfriend. That's the
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
I just drove her back home and just got back.
Because I'm trying to do, like, 6 to 9 Eastern, mostly, which is 5
Yeah.
Central, starting
Yeah,
at
see,
5 Central.
I usually start streaming at 8 p.m. Central, 7 or 8 p.m. Central, which is like right when you're finishing.
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to, like, do, like, set up things and I knew in advance, I could plan to stay up later, but...
That's fair, yeah. No, I take no offense.
I do. Anger and rage sounds.
And like tomorrow I'm going to be playing more Arkham Horror, so I'm not going to be around for things and stuff.
Matt,
Yeah.
I am level 82.
What the heck?
Sam has been getting very ridiculous levels. He was like 107 a minute ago.
Yeah, I was 107, and then I bottled down to level 89, and then I burned those levels down to 30, and then I believe down to 0 through Anvil. Then I restored all of my XP, which apparently got me back up to 81, went all the way back down again, to the point where I didn't even have 5 levels to put mending on an object. And now I'm back up to 82.
Why? Like, why do you need this much experience?
Because apparently I have the shittiest god dang rolls of all time.
Fair.
I have yet to get looting on any of my thousands of sword enchants I've done.
Wow. Okay. See, this is where when I head a mob, or whenever I play, I usually use books, even though books are so expensive.
Well, and I was about to say that too. So like, I kind of ended up just turning to books because I wasn't even getting feather falling on my enchants and re-enchants of boots.
Yeah. What kind of mob farm are you using?
Me, a zombified piglin farm.
Mm. Nice.
This temple's getting hard to navigate, but pretty soon it'll be cleared up. Oh my god! But the safety area has been invaded by tons of guardians.
I've had them spawn out of water, and I don't know how that happens.
Alright. Well, I believe those there. I've cleared out... I've now gotten sand down, dividing most of the area that is to be drained.
Are you making another
Yeah.
guardian farm? Nice.
Yes. And it's like a third of the way done, I'd say.
Cool.
It's hard to say. Some of the bulk hardest work has been done, but it still needs, like, finishing up, so it's hard to judge exactly. I've got sand down in most of the area that needs to be drained, so draining should come along quickly next time I play. And then, probably once I recover that sand and get it smelted into glass, I might have enough. Right now, it's just like, what I'm missing is, sand for glass, fuel to smelt it, soul sand to push the guardians up, and probably wood. Although, actually, I think Tyler said that he had harvested tons of it, so maybe I'll double check for that. But if not, I'll need to get a bunch of dark oak. Although, with tree capitate installed, that shouldn't be terribly difficult. So it's mainly sand and coal or lava in order to make glass, and soul sand to cover, like, the bottom area with.
Yeah.
And then the actual work of placing the blocks.
That's fair. I feel like I'm just not gonna do anything that's, like, productive. I feel like I'm just gonna end up relying on y'all's farms for experience, which I guess gives me more time to build.
Mm-hmm. If you could make things look nice, that would be great.
That's what I'm working on learning how to do. At the moment, though, I've got to finish up my quarry, and then I'm going to build a big warehouse next to the quarry, because I feel like a warehouse would be fitting for the industrial district.
The industrial district? Where are you building?
My island.
Okay. Oh, I see. You're, like, districting out your island and stuff.
Yeah, because the island is really because of the division of, there's like a little water running down the middle of it, of the big mushroom biome.
Mm-hmm.
It's really two islands. So one island is going to be all industrial stuff, and then the other one is going to be all like residential.
Okay.
Or shops and stuff. My plan is eventually to sell off lots on the residential side.
Ooh.
To let people go over there, like, have space to build.
Yeah,
my other part of the
I could
plan
build, like, a
is-
summer home over there.
Yeah, a little summer home. The other part of the plan is to have, like, the upper town and the lower town on at least on the residential side, where the upper town is, like, all exposed to the air, and
Yeah.
and then the lower town is, like, on kind of under a walkway below there.
You could
that's,
have
like,
the upper
actually
town
empty
have,
level.
like, a big bridge guarded by a dragon, and the lower town could just be full of poison nonsense.
Are you freaking Dark Souling?
Yep.
I hate that so. I mean,
And I love the
more
fact that
so-
it was recognized.
Oh yeah. More so what I'm thinking is just like the lower town is gonna be kind of like slums.
Yeah.
So cheaper real estate, but like you don't get direct sunlight or anything, except over like the pockets of water.
Mhm. Yeah, this sounds cool. I'll be excited to see it.
Yeah. First I gotta build get the quarry so I have a bunch of stone to build the wall. then Nether Hub, and then I can start opening up for business.
Nice. All right. Well, I have to jump off, but
All right.
have a good night,
Have a good one.
and I'll see you guys later. And I will also be ending the stream here. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time when we continue working on the farm. Bye-bye.